Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Forster Bowling Club for the 2025 Women's State Carnival. We're down to the round of 16. We're just about to get underway. Players have just completed their trial end, and we're about to roll the first bowl of this match. So round of 16. We've got the first game out on the green for the live stream. They were very keen to get out and into their game, and it's Molly Friend, Fiona Sharpe, Jennifer Partridge and Narelle Foy of Sawtell, and they're taking on the Bomaderry combination, Judy Croft, Rosa Burns, Bron Perkins and Christine Fitzgerald. So it's the Sawtell combination with first use of the mat in this game. Molly Friend. She's up against my old mate, Judy Croft. Judy, lovely lady, very good bowler as well. I'll admit, I've had a couple of games against Judy in the pennants in the Illawarra region. And she may well have come out on top more often than not with her Bomaderry teammates over us. 12 ends to be played. Knockout game. We have a respot rule in place, so someone gets a bit cranky and runs at the jack, puts it out of bounds, over the bank, or rebounds it back up the green, less than 18 metres. The end won't be dead, but the jack will be respotted at the tee. Judy, she's learnt from her first one. Not quite as wide there. She's allowed plenty for that breeze to come in. She's run on a little bit. A little pace in this green. These teams might have come off one of the other greens this morning. They both come off the different green. They're set up so that they have similar conditions that they've come from. It's a decent correction from Narelle. Little tip for you, if you're at a venue and our cameras are there, walk behind the camera. There is room. Fiona Sharpe. Involved in the Mid-North Coast region, does a mountain of work. Her and her husband Mark are the mainstays of the Mid-North Coast at the moment. She's played a very good bowl to start her match in this round of 16. Her second bowl actually on Perkins now. Looks to be a decent line. Just going to slide through a little bit. Quite a bit. It's run on quite nicely. Jennifer Partridge. A bit energetic as well. So we have teams from neutral play playing Marimbula, Fig Tree playing Oak Flats, Queanbeyan, RSL. They're up against a team to be added to my sheet yet. Club Tweed playing Warilla, Fig Tree RSL, another team in. Patricia Sue Moore playing Deanne Price, Maitland City, East Maitland up against North Haven. And Windang taking on Cabramatta. Windang, of course, was our live stream game last game. So it's Edelong taking on Queanbeyan RSL. Just crashes into the shorter bowl. Looks to be on a good line, but a little bit runny again. Christine. Last bowl of the first end of our round of 16. Just to hold on down to that bowl and turn in. She's got the edge and run through. One there taken out for Sawtell. Two. I'll have a look at the others. Measure to come out. Might have just called for the umpire to do a little measure there. Couldn't decide, so umpire to come in. Laser measure being used by ITO, Pam Hocking. So we're measuring for the third shot here. Two to Sawtell to start our match. Second end of 12 here in our round of 16. 2025 Women's State Carnival. Jack looks perilously close to the boundary line. I'll have a look. I'll just get there, have a look from the other end. Sometimes easier to tell. I'll just get the umpire to chuck the line aside or the scope on that. The line aside are being used. And the verdict is in. Fairly long end here, rolled by Sawtell. This bowl is finishing down towards the jack very nicely. Line from Judy. The wind might just push this through a little. And just run through a little with the wind there on that hand. You see in the background there, Judy's with a wave of the hand indicated just needed a bit more on the grass line. Molly, second bowl, quite sent that one. To reiterate that big vote of thanks to our host venues over the last 3 days: Forster, Halliday Sports, Pacific Palms, Club West, Taree Leagues, Tuncurry Forster Sports. Yep, so Taree Leagues, Tuncurry Foster Sports, Tuncurry Beach, Old Bar, Taree Railway and Bulladila. A little interruption, someone was looking for some stuff and thought I might have known where it was. I did. Judy's second bowl, drew the shot, and now Fiona, pretty good effort. Rosa Burns. And the Berry shirt. Berry, of course, just up the road from Bomaderry. Beautiful little town. Bomaderry operates the Berry Bowling Club. Very famous for many things, one of them being a donut van that I'm told has the best donuts out. Very quaint little town, worthy of a visit. Bypass now on the Prince's Highway. Narelle Foy, this might well come back in for shot. I've got a couple of sets of green balls just to confuse me. Narelle on the mat now, sorry. Jennifer Partridge. Sorry, people, I'm having a bit of a shocker. Maybe a bit of Alzheimer's setting in. The lime green bowls, Jennifer Partridge of Sawtell. This is Bron Perkins. Wouldn't mind tapping Judy, turn her up into the head. Just going to be a little too energetic. Doesn't need a drastic correction from her first bowl. Unfortunately, though, well, she's underneath it. She's crashed into a shorter one. Probably needed a little more energy behind it. I think this one, another one I'm a bit excited with. Could be a couple here for Sawtell as we stand. At least one, I think the lime green bowl. So Narelle just needs to find a clear path. Oh, got a friendly little glide. I think that one might be in. Fitzgerald now. Needs this to hold its line. Wants the jack and got it. Trails the jack back. One to Bomaderry. The green bowl on the way in is Jennifer Partridge's bowl. Chance here for Narelle though, just to play a little reach, get rid of that shot bowl. Oh, got a split off. Missed the lot. Well, does Christine just play the same bowl again? That's probably the easiest bet. If you can replicate exactly what you did, you'll draw another shot. Just wants to miss that front one. Got the edge, ran through. Just going to turn a bit too much, so it'll be 1 to Bomaderry, 2-1 after 2. Now it's Judy's turn to roll jack length that they want. Judy, get Daniel to get your bucket of jacks. There's a bit too much fight in the lady. She's rolled it a bit too far. the obligatory move of the mat. You can see that breeze really has picked up. You can see the bushes moving, the gardens behind the bowler. The numbers on the scoreboard just wobbling. Oh, Judy knew what she was doing. Wanted that length. Little touch runs through. Looks to be fairly narrow, but will the wind hold it out? And look at it's going. It's actually gone out a little bit. Now going to drift in. G2's got just that little bit of extra weight on that bowl. Judy drops a metre or nearly 2 actually, I think, from the live view. Wants this one to start fighting into the wind now. And here it comes. And that'll finish now very nicely right down to the jack. Great bowl from Judy King. Judy Croft, sorry. Sorry, Judy King's name on the progress boards. Those progress scores will start coming up before too long. Remembering that our game was out on the green well before any of the others. So I don't think there's any ends completed in those games as yet. Rosa. Pretty well pointed from Rosa. She'll be right down to Judy's bowl and inside. That's 2 to Bomaderry at this stage. Fiona Sharpe. I think she'll just follow them down. Seems to be that backhand side being a bit tighter at the moment. Is it just a bit more kind with the line? Wants this to come back down to those 2 shot bowls. Pretty well pointed, but just going to sail around them. Perhaps just a fraction too much weight. Well, can Rosa repeat her previous bowl and drop another one in on that jack? Be very happy to do so. And she's got pretty good speed as well. Doesn't want to fatten it up too much. Oh, and it's come in behind. Very, very good bowling. Fiona, 3 down. The last one looked like it had promise, but just sailed past. Finished fairly well behind. She's corrected quite well on this one. Well, she's going to get 3rd shot out of that. Very good bowl. Oh, Bron, I think that's just a little bit of a tight line. Well, she's got a touch on that jack, but no result. Still 2 to Bomaderry. Perkins. Love to add another one to this count. I think you need a little bit more grass than that. Breezes just dropped a little. I'm just going to run across. See that turn really accentuated now. You just got to pick your moment when that breeze is changing. There's a change here for Sawtell. They're going to play the forehand. I feel that just a bit more chance to draw down to those shot bowls. We'll need some contact because that'll whip across. Away it goes. So as we cross over, Bomaderry holding 2 at least. He's just the 2. The back green one, which is Rosa's, is out of the count. It's a good home though. Christine, she can play either hand here. That breeze is now a bit stiffer, almost straight into the players' faces. It is changing a little bit, so difficult conditions. Christine's just going to run on. The grass line is actually really good. Just didn't have too much of a push. Just sitting behind. I think she's under the line there. You can see them pointing outwards. The weight, not too bad, but probably lucky not to do any damage. Tight and narrow. Tight, narrow, heavy. Last chance to change this head for Narelle Foy. She's 2 down. Wants this to really rip back now, but not quite got the right combinations. That'll be 2 shots to Bomaderry. They'll go to a 3-2 lead after 3 ends. Slightly shorter length being employed here. Oh, there's a bit of cloud hanging around. Can't see it on our screens. But off to the east, a little dark cloud around. There is the threat of just a passing shower. We'll have the issue that it's quite windy. I don't know whether we can attach the umbrellas to the tripods today. Have to take into account that if the wind picks it up and blows it over, some rather irreplaceable electronic equipment sitting on top of those tripods.
If you want to make your way to your table.
He's just drifted through a little bit. So Bomaderry holding one after the leads. Rosa Burns now on the mat. Rosa, that'll be good enough to count it this time. Just did hook across. Fiona Sharpe. Rosa, a little bit more grass needed, but the weight was almost spot on. I think she has taken that bit extra grass. How's the speed? Oh, with the grass, she's put a little bit of leverage behind it. Does come in and sit with the three Sawtell bowls, so some value. A little trail there. It's gone back to Judy's bowl. Looking for the jack. Got it in amongst them. That's a positive change for Sawtell. Could be holding, well, two, maybe even more there. Light green at the back is Bomaderry's. Oh, it's through the head. Probably just the two. Chance for Jennifer Partridge, though, to just cover this up. Little touch is not going to hurt them. They don't want to drag it straight down the line, though. This one is going to be a little too much energy on it. It's going to go through. There is a little line of showers predicted to come through Forster. In about half an hour, 40 minutes or so. Christine's just a bit through. I think it's 2 shots at the moment for she's saying to Christine, do you want to try and turn our bowls up? I'm just going to play that way. I do think you actually want to draw around them. I've got the wrong one, may have turned it in for another shot. Chance to add another. Just got to really turn back. Don't know if it'll come back in bounds. Out of our shot, I think it's not in the count. That's 2 at least, possibly 3. Two removed, 3 removed. They're going to have a look. The closest one, they're just going to check against that. Looks like the one's just out. I think that was a 3. Yep, it's gone to 5. I saw there the mat moved over, was placed on the correct line, and before anybody jumps in and says had to re-bowl, no, if the mat is offline at any time during the end, it should be replaced to the correct centre line. The jack, however, will, after a bowl is delivered, will stay where it is regardless. Always delivered to that, but the jack stays where it is if it's in the wrong spot after the first bowl is delivered. Of course, before, you just put it back to the correct centre line. But once the jack is delivered legally, if it's noticed the mat's on the wrong centre line, it gets moved to the correct centre line before the next bowl is played after it's noticed. Even if that's the last bowl of the head. Judy. Well, Skip's giving a bit of encouragement to come in. Why not? That is a very good starter. Molly Friend now. He's looking to outdo Judy's opener. Looks to be on a good line. How's the speed? It's just blowing a bit of smoke now. Might be a bit of a nuisance to Jude. Croft, she'll switch over to the forehand side. Just trying to play the open air, the clear air towards the jack. Oh, and she can play both hands. Wonderful bowling, Judy Croft. Looks a bit tight. I think she's overdone the correction on the grass line. The weight correction's pretty good. And again, different bowler, so she hasn't corrected it all. Oops. Rosa Burns now for the Bomaderry team. Well, she's from Berry, of course. We're just using this skip club. Not too badly down with this one. It's going to come back in inside, or just outside Judy's first bowl. Fiona Sharpe. It gets to tad wider. Still has a fairly tight line. That wind's not quite as strong at the moment, so I think that the speed of the green will mean it'll turn away. Does get onto Judy's bowl. Oh, has she made a difference to the count? Well, Christine says that the Bomaderry team still won. Rosa will play her backhand now. Nice little draw under the short one. Little touch on this is absolutely superb, so you can play with a lot of confidence. Backhand draw. She's given it plenty of grass. I don't know about the speed, though. In the knockout stage, of course, we're down to 16 teams left. Another game today, 3 games of 12 today to get down to our semi-finalists. The 19 section winners and the 13 best performed second places went through. To give us our round of 32. The important thing is to finish first in your section to guarantee your progression. Well, that's a very friendly little slide, but got a piece of the jack probably the wrong way. Wanted it to go straight back. Has Sawtell got shot now? Yes, they have. Well, a little unlucky, but was pretty much too heavy for the shot. Nice little backhand draw here for Jennifer. Hasn't given it enough width. Bit quick. Going to get Bron to go out on the forehand too. Ideally, you'll just draw the shot. A little bit lucky, you'll just dribble that jack back. A couple there waiting. It's going to go behind. Just a reminder for everybody who, if you are enjoying this broadcast on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel, you can subscribe to our channel. You can also share the stream. Check out Bowls New South Wales on Facebook. You can, if you subscribe, of course, you'll know that we're going to be live again this afternoon with the quarterfinals tomorrow morning from 8:30, semi-final time, and of course the final tomorrow afternoon. And we have the evening match to come on board too. That'll be coming to you from the hangar, home of the Raymond Terrace Jets, when they host the East Maitland Griffins in the Platinum Pennant. Christine's just run through a bit. Christine, teammates are urging her to come home, but just going to hang wide. Probably just a tad quick. 1 to Sawtell. Just ease ahead. Round 9 of the Platinum Pennant be Friday night, 6 p.m. The Jets take on the Griffins. And then round 10 on Saturday, Engadine Cougars play host to the Belrose Bulls. The Cougars, well, they were flying high after the opening few rounds. They've just faltered a little bit. Their finals hopes may well depend on a clash against the Bulls. And the Bulls, they've had a win or two. They're looking to just bolster their place out of the relegation zone. And of course, round 11 will be played on the 29th of May. We've got an allowance for wet weather next weekend, after the one coming up, of course. The 29th. That's the Magic round to be held on Thursday, the 29th. We'll have a couple of games broadcast to be advised. That leads into the final series on the 30th of May. 1 o'clock, we'll have the elimination final. And we'll have the major semi-final broadcast at 5:30, leading into a 1 p.m. preliminary final and a 5:30 grand final on Saturday, 31st of May. Get a good start to this end from both teams. That last pile, I think, just starting to be shot. Christine snuck up towards the centre line as well. Very close. Judy wants this one to really turn back. The wind's not quite as strong at the moment. And she's just dropped inside there. That one, well, I think she might even be two. Narelle Foy had one finger down to Fiona Sharpe, saying one down, so maybe it is just the one. Backhand draw for Fiona. Wants this to come home. Just gets the outside of Judy Croft's bowl. Rosa Burns. She'll play the forehand, the ditch side, which is the slightly tighter side on this green at the moment with the breeze. Well, breeze has actually shifted a little bit. It's coming from the ditch side a little at the moment. Fiona doesn't need much correction on this to jump in for the shot. Just going to slide past Judy Croft again. It's a very good bowl from Rosa Burns. Just give you a look. There's quite a gallery of spectators gathered around the green here. Jennifer Partridge, she's now playing that forehand side. Got the edge of the bowl and ran through, so took one of Judy Croft's shots out. I think it's be still 2 or 3, perhaps, though, to Bomaderry. Not sure how they line up against the other bowls there. The closest Sawtell is just behind Christine Fitzgerald's left knee. On Perkins. Well, she's sat that bowl back. There was 4 shots indicated there by Narelle, 440 down, so I don't think it is. The purple bowl, I think, at the front. That one sailed through. Could be as many as 3 to Bomaderry at this stage. Narelle Foy just not sure about which hand to play. Try to work it out standing on the mat. Alex to go. Backhand. A little bit of speed on this. Go around the back. Christine will play that same side of the green. Just wants this to pour down to the jack with no target. Don't think she really wants any touch. The touch is not going to hurt, though. It's still at least 3. Does change the view for Narelle. And that looks to be on a very tight line. That one will just run away. May even go out. Regardless, won't change what Christine needs to do. She just needs to lob this out, let it draw back nicely, come in for a counter. Fair bit of room. You nearly count this as an easy free kick. Well, set one out, stayed, so I think it's at least 4. I'll put those 2 in a group. Those 2 will go as well. And we'll look at the rest. Judy just said, is that bowl in? Obviously it is. There's another one. That's 5. That's 6. 6 to Bomaderry. What a massive turnaround. So we're now halfway through, and it's Bomaderry up 9-6 after that big collect. And can tell you, it's looking a little bit darker out there. That cloud we promised has come over. It's just a very thin line. Should be over us within about half an hour or so. Good start from Judy. Well, according to the radar, we're 4 minutes away from the likely rain event. That should go for around half an hour to be over us. Just not expecting a lot of rain. There is one spot there already. Oh, the crowd really moving, so Ollie Friend just gets one into there, gets shot. Rosa Burns, this is on a good line. Just wants it to finish off well. She's not quite given it enough of a send. Fiona Sharpe, very well bowled. That one's in for shot. Rosa, just underneath her own, can get down to Fiona Sharpe's bowl. Got it fair in the middle. Good bowl, or good result, one of the two. Certainly got Christine excited. She loved that one. Bomaderry holding one. Fiona just needs to put it back where she had it. She too can sit on that last bowl. Wants this just to hold its line. Oh, she's going to just fade under the jack. Very good attempt. Gave it a chance to score. Just didn't quite get the result she wanted. Bron Perkins now. She'll look to add to this count. A little bit of speed, doesn't want to get that too hard. Well, she's just turned her own teammates through, stayed for a shot, given a little bit more room to Bron Perkins. This one looks to be pretty good. Oh, it's just going to fade past, so still one to Bomaderry. chance for more than that, but just ran through. She's taken a bit of weight off this one. I think she has. Yeah, very well done. Right down to the jack. That one's the shot. Christine. Wants that one to get back in. They're all 40. Well, if she can draw two here, they'll be well on the way to getting back to even terms. She's back into the pack. There's a couple of chances here for Christine. She can sit that bowl, trail the shot, jack back. It's a very direct line, but I don't know if she's got the weight for that direct line. She's going to be underneath. Yeah, draw weight, but attacking line. Oh, very good bowl. Close to be the second shot. One agreed. I'll have a look at the front one. Just going to put the tape on and go around and make sure. Two shots. Bomaderry's lead just reduced. Seven ends played, 5 to go. I'm having a look at the length. And I think they're going to get it. Tape put on it. So our umpire bring out the long tape and see if we can't determine if this jack is longer than the minimum 21 metres required. Of course, the jack needs to be completely past the 21 metre mark with the measurement taken from the front centre of the mat. Tape pinned to the green. A small pin. Measurement taken to the jack. By just making that sure that tape is straight. Taking the measurement to say, yep, it is more than 21. Wind up the tape as we walk back. Another tip for players, if you have an umpire that has a self-retracting tape, please do not pull out the pin at the front of the mat, because the self-retracting tape will then spring back at the umpire and can become somewhat of a dangerous missile. Something you don't want people to do is have that metal tape flinging back at you at a rapid rate of knots, because it will overshoot the tape body, and if that flicks you, it hurts, potentially does some damage. Just a reminder, you're watching the Women's State Carnival here on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel. If you do like watching our streams, you can always subscribe to our channel. You get notifications when we go live then. And of course we will be live again this afternoon with the quarter final. We're into the knockout stage where we've had 32 teams progress from sectional play. That was the 19 section winners plus 13 best performed seconds based on win points and best margin. Had to finish second in the section to get the little wild card through, because we've played our first round. 16 of those 32 have been knocked out. We'll lose another 8 in this round of 16. And then we'll lose another 4 this afternoon from the quarterfinals before we lead into the semis. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 tomorrow, semi-finals, final approximately 12 p.m. 18 ends tomorrow's matches. I mean, 18 ends in sectional play, played 6 rounds. And only reason we've dropped down to 12 is we need to find 64 down to 1 in 2 days. So that's 5 rounds. Sorry, 32 down to 1. 64 would be 6 rounds. Fiona's just ran through a little bit. It's a close between the two leads bowls. Who's shot? Just threatening a spit of rain at the moment. We've got some very kind people standing around holding some umbrellas over our cameras so that we can keep broadcasting for you. Oh, and that was an excellent effort for Rosa Burns, and she's just touched the Sawtell bowl, turned it slightly over, gets it slightly fatter. She could have made 2, but 1 down now. Sawtell holding. Good news for Fiona Sharpe. She's trying to add a second one, and there comes that shower of rain. Should pass over fairly quickly. A little scatter of players, spectators are now streaming towards the clubhouse. And skippers making their way in. Just a highlight, we have not officially stopped play for this shower of rain, so we don't mind if the players shelter, but because play has not been officially stopped, we are not a dead end. Only if the umpire or controlling body tells players that they must leave the green is the end dead. That's a very fine distinction in the laws. The players are quite welcome to take a small shelter if they wish to. That shower, fairly heavy. A little touch of the jack there. 2 to Sawtell now. Players all taking shelter from the rain. Oh, we have a staff member, a chairman of our state umpires committee, and even our umpire holding up an umbrella to protect our cameras. They're not waterproof, and the reason they're not waterproof is the waterproof ones are a lot dearer. If you're somebody who really enjoys them, we would love to keep broadcasting in every rain condition, and you'd love to donate some waterproof cameras to us. You'd need a pretty penny though. And that is an umbrella that appears every so often in front of the camera. Little attacking effort from Bron. Gets a touch. Probably still 3 shots to Sawtell. And Bron's bowls run out of bounds as well. That's just a bit harder to recognise the players now because they've all scattered for their raincoats. But this is Jennifer Partridge. First bowl counted. Second bowl turns off the nearest Rosa Burns. That one probably counts as well. I think that'll be 4. So we saw Bomaderry pick up a 6 to go to a 9-shot total. We need to protect against a big drop here, but it's a nice running attack. Once the jack got rid of 1, that'll make it only 3. Well, wanted the jack out of there. Just got the edge of the shot bowl. Well, there's the view through the window. Dean, our staff member, holding up an umbrella. That is looking through the glass here, the tinted glass in the clubhouse. Kira trying to hide from the camera. We'll go back to the on-green action. But Kira here, we have a little range of merchandise here at Forster Bowling Club. Great bowl there from Narelle Foy. They'll be holding 4 again. Christine really wants to get one into that head and cut them down. Wants this to sit on the back bowl. Just going to fade past. Also in the bowling alley, so if you're in the Forster area, you want to pick some of that merchandise up. Some beautiful carnival themed caps, hoodies and shirts. Some inside the clubhouse, see our lovely staff. Or tuck out the back to the bowling alley, and we have Drake's Pride, Anthony Ayub out there. He's got a range of stuff as well. We'll be here tomorrow morning, but get in early. Does have to pack up and be away fairly early. And there's a decent count here. So Sawtell, they'll go to the lead with 4 ends to go. That's 3. They're looking at 4 or 5. I think it's going to be just the 4, but you're going to have a look for the 4th anyway. So 4 shots to Sawtell. I'll go out to a 12-9 lead. Oh, we thought Bomaderry might have cracked the game open with their big count, but Sawtell's fought back. And that rain, it's not super heavy, it's just annoying. Just enough to make it somewhat unpleasant. We may see another measure of the jack length. Oh, we will. The tape being fixed to the centre of the mat on the centre line, which is where all measurements are taken from, the centre of the mat line. And we'll make sure that tape is straight and not twisted. Measure to the 21 metre line. And that one, you can see Pam went past. She's measured where 21 is. That one was short. Player's done the right thing, waited for the tape to be removed. Just there's the mat, a couple of inches. The Sawtell ladies have been rolling the shorter length, so as you would predict, that jack right down towards the 2 metre mark. Let's change it up. Sawtell been fighting back on those shorter lengths. The share of range probably made a little bit of difference to the pace of this green as well. Not quite the same amount of finish. Can see a little mark there where the mat was when the shower of rain hit. Just kept it that bit drier. Still just sprinkling there. That is a decent start though from Molly Friend. Judy just dropped that one a bit short, let Molly a chance to add a second. Well, still sort of in the middle of that shower. Probably got about 20 minutes to half an hour before it's passed over us, according to the radar on the Bureau app. 2 shots to Sawtell as this head stands. And Fiona Sharpe should be looking to add to that count. Molly's got the better of the start. Judy's dropped her to just over a metre short, so she would be a little disappointed to have dropped those 2 short, having rolled that length of jack. And Fiona, I don't think she's got the right combination on this one. Just slightly overbalanced, I think, as she delivered that one. The arm came across. And Rosa Burns. I think that was the speed 20 minutes ago, but that shower of rain will have just taken the speed off this green. The wind has dropped a bit as well. The wind has blown the rain to us, and then as the rains come in, it's just, the wind's not quite as stiff. Well, Fiona's corrected pretty well. That'll be into the count. Still a nice little port there. can afford to reach the Bomaderry team. I do apologise. I might be a little biased. Bomaderry's in my area, and I know a few of these. Know Judy quite well, so do try to make it a balanced call. It's not a bad effort from Rosa Burns. It's in the count area. Still a chance here for the Sawtell team. Jennifer Partridge now on the mat. She can still play that forehand side, draw down to that last bowl, or there's also a draw on the backhand. But the forehand it is. She just wants to come through her own bowls or down to that last one. She too, a victim of the changed circumstances. That one's well short. Chance from Perkins. They are against them on the way in, but they already count. You hit them, you can only make them shotter. More shot, as somebody once told me. I think she's going to get her own bowl. Well, she sat it. No real damage. They got 2 at the back now. Still 3 shots to Sawtell. Jennifer Partridge can add another. She's got a good correction on this. Good weight coming into those bowls. All hers to turn up if she gets around Judy Croft's. She's got the little run. That'll be... Well, it's still probably 3. I think that one of Judy's being turned up might have cut the back one out, but 3 or 4. Bit more intent here from Bron. Wants to get contact on anything and run in. Oh, it's given it a chance. Cut it back to 1. Very good. Even the ones not ideal for Bomaderry, they've got 4 ends to go and they're 3 behind, but dropping a 4 or more would have been an absolute tragedy for them. That would have chucked the lead out to 6 with 3 ends to go, or 7 with 3 ends to go. And that would have been very difficult. 1, still need 4 in 3 ends. It's under the theoretical 1.5 an end run rate difficulty factor. Chance for Christine though. She's only 1 down. She needs another one in that head. Narelle Foy, she's going to play the forehand. Got all her own bowls to turn up. But again, that green has changed quite a bit. That shower of rain taken the edge off it. Christine's going to play a forehand as well. She's seen the others fall short and given this one a good push. Going to be through. There is a bit of danger there that she's going to turn another bowl in. And that's exactly why Narelle Foy's playing her forehand. She wants to come down and roll some of hers in. That's way too wide. She turned her back. She knows she's not quite got that. Bomaderry girls are saying, well, look, yep, too much danger of turning one in there. Play the backhand just over the draw. You can turn our bowl onto the jack. Our bowl coming to the jack. It's ours catching if you do turn it. So she needs to skirt the... Well, she's decided to stick with the forehand. Wants a little bit of good fortune here. We're not going to see what happens easily. Oh, she's just gone through the gate. It'll be 1 more to Sawtell. So they'll lead 13-9 after 9 ends. We are playing a total of 12. 3 games of 12 today. And, well, rain has eased enough that our umbrella holders have disappeared, so that tells me it's probably actually stopped. Camera's actually moved up the top end. Christine needs to be tapped on the shoulder, told you're standing on the centre line. Conditions are a little bit lighter outside, depending on which pane of glass will look through. Bomaderry chasing 4 to tie. And 3 ends. My friend. Holding one. Judy's bowl hiding behind Christine. Bit short. Probably was a good speed 20 minutes ago. This one, she's corrected. Wants it to get all straight, and it's got that one. Well, I don't know if it's fallen enough. I think the back bowl probably is shot the back left, but we will have a small break for the players in our quarterfinal this afternoon to have a lunch once this game's finished. And our game is a few ends ahead of the others, so we will have probably 3/4 of an hour. Due back on at 2:15, I think it is. Rosa. I'm going to turn the Sawtell bowl in. Rain has made our skippers forget we want them to keep off the centre line. What Water Bowls event this year be without a shower of rain coming over? The state championships, we had rain almost every day. We did have rain every day of the champion pairs. Didn't matter at Marimbula for the juniors as the games were under cover, except for one day where we had Tathra involved with the singles. We got through that without any issues. Only lost a couple of small sessions of play, so it's been a tribute to the tenacity of the players and the ability of our greenkeepers. A big shout out to all those who have volunteered at events over the last couple of months. Been fantastic. And our sport, like many others, survives on the efforts of volunteers. Croft bowl pushed up there by Rosa Burns. No, right. Sorry. Jennifer Partridge. I get my green bowls mixed up. On just a little on the narrow side. Jennifer Partridge looking to draw backhand. Can turn her own bowl up on that hand as well. There is a plant on Bomaderry on the forehand. They can play through that head, punch out the shot bowl. I think they're going to stick with the draw on the backhand side though. Need to make sure they're around the lime green bowl there. Don't want to turn it up like that. Well, it's turned it out a bit, so that's not too bad. Do you think the plant, though, would push that onto the back bowl as well? Could play that with quite a bit of weight, punch it through. You might get both of them out and we'll stay with 2 or 3. At this stage, you're probably looking to draw that. There are 3 ends left, so Bomaderry really need to score on this end. Sawtell, first bowl for Narelle Foy. She'll want to draw one in just to shut down any hope for Bomaderry. Take a fairly firm grip on this game. Could they score this end? Oh, they got the interest here. Will it slow down enough? Sits the back one. They're saying it's shot now. Just not quite got the speed on that. Switching over to avoid that pole. Really need to make sure you're round, not with too much weight, just to draw. And Christine's played this very, very well. That'll be 2. I'll have a look now. Just to make sure, going to put the tape on. Just the one. The rain's just picked up again. Judy's going to go get the rain jacket. Don't blame the players wanting to cover up, keep as dry as possible. Got the rain jacket on and Jack's on its way down. And picked up again. Was supposed to pass over us, but persisting. Two ends to go, 3 shots the difference. Oh, good reply from Molly Friend. She's drawn in behind for the shot. In real terms, we've got 2 ends to go. Bomaderry must score this end, whereas Sawtell, they'll take a big step towards going into the quarterfinals should they be able to win this end. They win, and at least half of the bowls will have to count from Bomaderry in the last end. And Sawtell would be confident to keep it to less than a 4. And the Bomaderry did score a 6 earlier on in this game. My friend, this one comes down. That's a big step. Just going to run out of steam. I think the forehand's probably the best option here for Rosa. Chance just to play positive with that wet weather coming in. The greens just dropped a bit of speed, so you got your chance to play with a little bit of purpose. You can play down to the shot bowl. It's Judy's bowl to the right of screen at the back. Needed to reach, and there's the call from Narelle is to play the backhand for Fiona Sharpe. She wants to get down to Judy's bowl or draw a shot. I would have thought it would be a good call to say get down to Judy's bowl so that if she did fall a foot or two short, she'd be right in the count. Don't know if that's going to be, it's not going to come back and it's not fast enough. Rosa, Christine's signalling Jack high. Nice positive attempt here. Plenty on this though. Going to run past. Much better there than short. And Fiona just regroup after the last one. It's well short or wide. Positive attempt down there. Wants to get to Judy's bowl at the back right. It's just going to be short again. From Perkins. And it's going to be a bit runny as well. Not going to come back. Green conditions have changed considerably, so players either dropping short or slightly overcompensating plenty of times. Sawtell, they get down to that bowl. Oh, it's just going to run out of puff. How's a correction? Is the speed good? I don't think it's coming back quickly enough. I want it to be in the roughly area. If it falls in, it's nearly shot. Important bowl though. Oh, Christine says she thinks it's counting. So I'll tell me another one in there. That one there is a little bit vulnerable. Looks to be pretty close. Oh, straight through the hole. Wow. Close for shot. don't know. I think that one might have got in. Chance for Christine here, though, to play a forehand, get one roll out of that bowl on the centre line. Sit there and stay for 3. That would tie up things as the head stands. I'd also say to Narelle, you've got to get one in there. Just put a little pressure on. And, well, this has got Bron's interest. And Judy's. Judy's willing it on. Oh, very close. Oh, doesn't want to sit down. I thought she had it. Well, just a little on the wide side. I think they're just calling for the draw now. Don't think there's much value in trying to get that bowl out. Probably going to jam. Draw a second though. You're only chasing one on the last end to tie. They're willing it down. Oh, I don't know. I think it's just out. Oh, if it doesn't count, you've got to make sure you're around it. If you're holding, I'd say don't play it. Doesn't want to give it a tap and make sure it counts. I'm not going to do that. It's going to be short. We'll see how many the shot count is. It's just the one to Bomaderry. So we'll go into the last end. With 4 the difference. No. 3 the difference. I'll just touch the wrong one. Yeah, that scoreboard's now right. 13-10 after 11 ends. Pushed the wrong button, had to fix it. It's actually 13-11 after 11 ends. Oh, dear me. Judy's willing it to stop. It's not a bad home though, just in behind. I'm going to try and convert on this end to win or to tie. You need your bowls in and about. If you're not shot, behind is better. My friend, as I say, if you're not shot, you need to be behind. She's neither of those. Rosa Burns, draw on the forehand. Wants to get under those Molly Friend bowls. Needs to be under or don't hit them. Oh, dear me. No significant damage there, though. Hasn't pushed him into the way. Still 1 to Bomaderry. Sawtell need to make sure they get one bowl in behind. Cover those up. Get shot is ideal. Want to be up there on that backhand side. Fiona Sharpe's pretty well pointed. Doesn't want to clip the jack. Oh, she's run across. Still 1. Got to get another one in there on this bowl. Really want to make these count. That might count. Fiona Sharpe looking for that backhand down there. Nice tight line. Might want a bit of contact with something. Wants the sit and run. Oh, well, it's 2 to Bomaderry. That pushed it up closer. I reckon you want to try and draw a toucher here. Very gentle one, but you want to draw a toucher. You can get 3 here. You'll win the game. Pretty well pointed. Just run through. Good home, though. It's in a good position for Christine Fitzgerald to convert here. Play the key bowl. Rain still coming down. Jennifer Partridge. This looks pretty well pointed. Wants to get... Oh, it's just gone through the hole. It's got the gap on everything. Bron's gone. Nah, as soon as she let that one go, it was tight. Well, it's probably a very good thing this is the last end. That rain is belting down at the moment. Wants some contact on the right bowl and got it. Just run through. It's still 1 to Bomaderry. Now chasing a 2. We do have some volunteers out there holding up umbrellas. It's the only reason we can keep broadcasting to you. We did manage to tape umbrellas to our tripods last week, but it's a bit windy today. That runs a real risk of them being tipped over. You can only tape them on when it's not windy. You see the rain dripping off the umbrella down the front. Christine Fitzgerald just out. And, well, I think we're going to have if we weren't on our last end, I think we'd have a delay. There's a little bit of puddling happening now on the other rinks. Only a couple of bowls to play. I think we'll finish it, and that'll be a rain delay for most of everybody else. 2 bowls left to play. Well, she's going to play it. If they're only holding 1, she'll be putting it in her pocket. She's trying to draw a shot, but 1 shot to Bomaderry. So it's a 13-12 win for Sawtell. And that's the game. We'll look forward to your company again this afternoon, hopefully. But for now, it's goodbye from Forster, and hopefully we'll be back if this rain goes away.